PTPOP here with all four lobes of my brain securely bound behind my back. And I don't know who's going to watch this. I tried to broadcast before, but I was accidentally on the wrong channel. I was on my PTPOP channel, where I've been banned from uploading into any videos. And for some reason, they let me go live, but they muted the channel. Why you'd even let me go live, I don't know. But for those of you who follow me on PTPOP, I got banned from my YouTube channel due to spreading medical misinformation when I interviewed a gentleman by the name of David Coffey, who wrote a book called The Imperfect Individual. And in his book, he discusses his theories on the nasty wasty bug from 2020 and how the Jabberwocky may have killed his father. And because I gave him a platform to speak freely, they banned me from YouTube for a third community strike. They gave me 2 community strikes for 1 interview, which is a violation of my Fifth Amendment rights, which is called double jeopardy. So I'm over here on Skating Bear Studios trying to broadcast. If you saw me over on PTPOP, I apologize if there was no sound. They let me go live, but they muted the sound. Go figure. So in one of my videos, I stated that I was going to take on this Goliath of YouTube because of the violation of my First and my Fifth Amendment rights. And people said, "Oh, Pete, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. They have huge attorneys at YouTube and Google, and they're going to squish you, and I'm going to squash you." I'm like, well, I wrote to David Yost, who is the Attorney General here in Ohio, and I wrote to his office, and they seem to think I have grounds for some type of action against them. They're looking into it, but of course, they're very busy right now with the elections coming up and other more important issues that are, keeping Ohio busy and the politicians busy here in Ohio and in the country. But there's ways to fight these Goliaths without having to hire a big corporate attorney. And I don't know what's going on out in the world. David Coffey and I discussed this on my discussion with him. We are amazed, we're blown away by how people are so blind to what's going on around them. They're absolutely blind to how our freedoms are being taken away, and they're being taken away, and we're willingly letting people take them away. And it's on a regular basis. And now people are just like, "Yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir. Please take my freedoms away, please. Please do that. Won't you do it? I'll be so happy if you take my freedoms away. Just give me my Marlboro Reds, my Schlitz beer, my Bud Light, some Smack, a Burger King, and a pizza, and I'll be fine. Give me some X-Hamster." And it blows my mind away that the average person, doesn't matter what country we're in now, but in the Western world, the average person is so fat and stupid that they just don't seem to even notice it, nor do they care. And it's painful. I'm telling you, it's painful to see it. I don't know if anybody can hear me on here. I don't know. They're getting ready to take down my Skating Bear Studios channel. They're going to punish me good. The little guy with 9,000 subscribers, they're going to really spank me good and take me down. They're threatening to take down both of my channels. I only have 2 channels on YouTube. I have this one, and I have my PTPOP channel. And they don't want anybody who's sesesh, anybody who doesn't believe in the traditional story that's being pushed down our throats. They don't want anybody to have a voice. They want to silence us, gag us, and throw us into a dark hole. And it's frustrating. And what's more frustrating is the people around us, your average everyday person, your brothers, your sisters, your co-workers are just going along with it. Just let me keep my job. Just let me keep my job. So I'm working with the Ohio Attorney General. I've been in correspondence with them a couple times about the situation, about the violation of my First and my Fifth Amendment rights. My First Amendment rights are freedom of speech. My Fifth Amendment rights that are violated are called double jeopardy. And double jeopardy is where you're charged for the same crime twice, which is a violation of my Fifth Amendment rights. But outside of that, I've been working on some other things. And I've been real busy doing some other stuff. I had applied for a job with a company called AutoZone, which is, car parts store nationwide. You've all heard of them. Was supposed to be a driver for them. So I go in for the interview. I asked for 18 to 20 bucks an hour. He just sits back in his chair. He's like, "Oh, no, I can't pay that. We pay $13.75 an hour." And I said, "Well, I'll have to think about it. What is the job?" He goes, "Well, I thought I'd just be driving parts to local stores here in the Cleveland area." Oh, no. He wanted me to drive for $13.75 an hour. He wanted me to jump in one of their Chevy Colorados and traipse around all of northern Ohio to their hubs. So for $13.75 an hour, I'd be driving from here to Toledo, which is a 2.5-hour drive, here to Youngstown, which is another 2.5-hour drive, or from here to Canton, which is an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I said, "Well, do I have to work a cash register?" He said, "Oh, no. You don't have to work in the showroom," or whatever they call it at AutoZone. And so I find out that was all a lie. They call me up for training and tell me, like, "We got to show up for training." I'm like, "What training?" "We got to learn to run the cash registers." I'm like, "Cash registers?" I told the guy I'm not a customer-facing employee. I just want to drive the truck around. They're like, "Sorry, you got to run the cash register." So that one fell through. But $13.75 an hour, I haven't made that little money since 1997, guys. Almost 30 years since I've been paid that low of a wage. And to drive all over northeastern Ohio, forget it. I don't know how all of you can take it. I don't know how you don't see what's going on out there. I don't know how people wake up each day and not see how things are being taken from us. There's no jobs. They don't let us talk. They shut up at us from everything. Morning. Hi, Pooch. Lady's trying to keep her dog from running over to me, and I say hi to it. Poor thing. Yeah, you're pretty girl. I love dogs. Dogs are better than humans, and unfortunately, they got to be stuck with us as humans, tied to some freaking leash. That's what I hated about my dogs. My dog Eli, he was meant to be in a farm somewhere. He was part border collie, and he was just dying to run. We used to take him to this dog park out in Arizona. It was this massive dog park. It was at least a couple acres, fenced in. And you'd take him off a leash, and he was all black. He was this black dog. He would just take off running like a streak of black as across the field. He was so happy to be free. And then we'd have to snap him back on leash and take him home. But this whole thing in our country is crazy. And the problem is now, see, I'm on Rumble now. You can find me on there as PTPOP under Skating Bear Studios, which is all good and well and all that stuff. But Rumble is a real dump of a website. It's a real dump of a platform. Hold on a second here. See if I can strap this in without turning off the phone. It really is. Rumble is just... I
can't even do it.
It's just like this weird... It's like a rip-off of YouTube. It's like poorly put together. It's ill-conceived. It's non-intuitive platform. You can't broadcast live from your phone. You have to be on OBS to broadcast live, which they don't have OBS for your phone. Look at this lady. She's got her dog hanging on the side of your mirror for fucking SUV. Fucking crazy bitch. Anyway, I don't know. And so I'm on Rumble, but I've only got 24 followers on there. I went from having 9,000 followers. And now I got 24, so I'm starting over again. And the job situation is the same thing here. If you really want to live in an area of the country where there's no jobs, move to Ohio. There's nothing here. It's just shit jobs, and they don't pay any money here. Nobody here has any money, or they pretend they don't. Everyone says, well, you can get a job at Progressive Insurance, which is headquartered here. I worked at Progressive, and it's a shithole. It's a horrible, horrible call center environment. They do the exact same thing at Progressive as they do everywhere else. Put you in training for a couple of days, and they throw you on the phones. It's a nightmare there. So I thought I'd come up here and find out who's watching, who's looking for me. I'm no longer on PTPOP. They've blocked me from saying anything on there for like 90 days, and that's the way it goes. They're bought and paid for by the Chinese government. They're bought and paid for and pushed by the socialistic, communistic states of America government, the Biden administration, that is desperately trying to shut everybody up and take our First and Fifth Amendment rights away, so they can win another election and keep us at war and keep our military in like 10 different countries and stuff. So I thought I'd just come out and give everybody an update, what I'm up to. I'm working on my new documentary. I've got my friend Kevin and his brother Kenneth going to be in the documentary. I worked with Kevin at a call center many years ago called Arts Marketing, where we solicited people over the phone to make donations to the Cleveland Orchestra. And I think Kevin worked there for several years. I worked there for a couple of years. Then I moved to Arizona. I had to resign. And so I'm working on that. I'm working on some man-the-street interviews. See how that goes. I think I'm just going to plop down my iPhone along with, just my Zoom X-H, is it an HM? Handheld tape recorder and just talk to people on the street. And that's about it, guys. I'm going to log off here and head home. Hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye.